Hi, how's it going? This is Jonathen Kinney with your 5-minute ProAiir tip of the day. So I was at a haunt recently and they actually asked me the difference between some of our blacklight UV paint. I got so excited because of the fact that we have two different kinds. So we have the traditional, which is the fluorescent, which you've probably seen numerous times, but a lot of people don't know that we actually have the atomic version as well. There's a big difference in these two products. So, a lot of times these haunts, they're actually going from doing blacklight UV to doing daylight all in the same haunt. What's amazing about this product is the fact that it can be used underneath both. So, for example, what we have here is we have a mask that's been actually shot completely with atomic hybrid makeup. Now, as you can see in the daylight, it's fantastic. It's bright, it's amazing, it pops, and that's exactly what you want anytime you're doing any type of makeup. Now, we have this other product here, which is also amazing. It's a fantastic product. You know, the only difference is it's used a little differently. It's in with actual hybrid ProAiir white first. Now, as you can see, this is the ProAiir white, and this is what you're going to actually put down first before the flow colors. Now, the big major difference between these two products is where everybody gets confused. The atomic already has opacity in it, which means that it already has white in it. Now, the difference between the two is the fact that it blends differently. Now, anytime that you're using opacity, and I don't want to confuse you by the word opacity, all that means is that it has white in it, which means that it's not transparent, which means that you can't see through the color. So if you lay it over one color, you know, it's not going to blend the same. You're going to have the top color showing through. Now, with transparent, the difference between that is the bottom color shows through. So if you spray some blue over top of some fluorescent yellow, you're going to get a fluorescent green. That's what transparency is. Now, if you did the same thing with opacity, the top color that you spray on is what's going to show through. That is the major difference with these two products. They both work well, they just both have different applications. Now, as you can see with this mask, we'll do a close-up on this. And here's a close-up of the hybrid atomic. As you can see, it pops out really well in the daylight. This one right here was shot with just the atomic. During the daylight, it's fantastic, it's bright. So I think what we're going to do is, I don't know about you, but I'm a visual learner. So I can explain this all day, but you know what, I need to see it. I need to actually see the difference. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go on down to one of our studios here and we're going to check it out. So if you want to come on with me, let's go. Alright, so we're here in the studio. All the lights are turned out and the black lights are on. We're going to see how the two colors stand up underneath the black light. We have the atomic, which is the one with the opacity in it. How bright it is, how vibrant. Look, it actually makes me glow next to it. Ooh, very spooky. Now, this would be great if you're definitely doing a Mardi Gras blacklight shoot. You do this, see how it pops? It's amazing, I love it. Then we have our traditional, which is the flow, which also, look at the vibrancy in the colors. Look how that green and yellow pop. As you can see, there's not a lot of difference with the colors. Underneath blacklight, they're both radiate, they both pop. Look, I glow right next to them. Very scary. This would be fantastic for any type of a haunt. Again, the major difference is how it's applied. One's opaque, one's not. The atomic is opaque, the other one is transparent. The traditional flow, this is the color right here. Both of them lay pretty much the same brightness. I use them both, they're great. So we're gonna go back up to the studio. I'll see you up there. Alright, so we're back here in our studio. So, as you can see the differences under the UV and under the daylight. Under the UV, they're pretty much the same. They both pop out, they both have vibrant colors. The big difference is in the daylight. So, with the atomic ProAiir, you know, daylight it's gonna pop a little bit more just because of the opacity colors. The UV, the traditional flow colors, they're gonna still pop, but you're gonna have to add an extra step in there, which is using the ProAiir white. Not a problem. As you can see with the mask, they both are still vibrant, they're both still colorful. You're just gonna get two different effects and two different applications. So, I'm Jonathen Kinney with your ProAiir 5-minute tip of the day.